The first round of the fantasy football playoffs just wrapped up, and we're here to recap all the injuries. Hey, I'm Bill Enright from FFChamps.com. He is Jared Smola, SportsInjuryPredictor.com. And Jared, as we do every week, all season long, we're the bearer of bad news. And this week, some bad news for Eagles fans and fantasy managers with the injury to quarterback Carson Wentz.
Yeah, really tough break here for Wentz, who was having an MVP caliber season. Torn ACL for him. The Eagles confirmed that on Monday morning, so he'll need surgery. He's done for the season. Obviously not ideal timing with it happening, in mid-December. I did look back at our database, though. We've had 10 ACL tears in December, and 8 of those guys were able to, come back and be ready for week 1. So that's encouraging for Wentz, for 2018.
Right. So that's good for 2018, as you said. But what are they going to do now in 2017? Nick Foles is expected to take over under center for them. Are we downgrading guys like Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz?
Yeah, I think you got to downgrade guys. I don't know if those guys, become fantasy bench guys. I think Foles has NFL experience. He has some experience with Doug Peterson. He spent his first 2 seasons with Peterson in Philly, who was the Eagles quarterback coach then. So that should help. So the offense, I think, will take a step back, but I think they could be okay. Guys like Jeffrey and Ertz, I think, stay in starting lineups.
Let's move over to another team that wears green. This one is the New York Jets. Josh McCown, surprisingly very good this season. Jermaine Kearse, Robbie Anderson, all having productive seasons as well because of that. But McCown's now out with a broken hand. Yeah,
it's McCown's left hand, his non-throwing side, and the Jets haven't yet ruled him out for the rest of the season, but, we'll see. I don't know why a 38-year-old quarterback's going to want to continue playing with a broken hand. So in the Jets case, they got to go to Bryce Petty or Christian Hackenberg now. That is a major, major downgrade. So I think someone like Robbie Anderson, Jermaine Kearse, you can definitely consider benching those guys going forward now.
A couple more quarterbacks to get to. Let's talk about, it was a crazy, snowy, blizzard-like game in Buffalo with Nathan Peterman going down with a concussion.
Yeah, concussion for Nathan Peterman. As we've said all year, that makes him probably 50-50 to be cleared in time for Week 15. We'll also be keeping an eye on Tyrod Taylor this week to see if he can, get over that knee injury and be ready for Week 15. If both those guys are out, the Bills will be down to Joe Webb.
The last quarterback that we are going to talk about is Tom Savage from the Houston Texans. Jared, did you see the video? It kind of looked like he was like having a seizure or like convulsing on the field, and then he came back in the game afterward.
Yeah, that was bad. The NFL has to figure this out. I'm not sure how, no one on the sidelines or up in the booth saw that video. But, yeah, Savage did eventually end up failing his, concussion test. So the Texans have pretty much already ruled him out for Week 15. So it'll be TJ Yates at quarterback for Houston.
DeAndre Hopkins, quarterback proof. Keep starting him. Let's move over to wide receivers now, where Amari Cooper, questionable coming into this game with that ankle sprain. He had 0 catches in Week 14.
Yeah, it didn't last too long. I think it was the second quarter he re-injured that ankle and didn't come back into the game. The Raiders never told us anything about the ankle injury, but I've seen some people on Twitter, some medical people mention that they think it was a high ankle sprain, and Cooper only sat out 2 weeks with that. That's usually, a 4 to 5 week injury. So I think he came back a bit too soon. I'd be surprised if he's able to play Week 15.
And the final wide receiver, or the final player we're going to talk about, that's Buffalo Bills wide receiver Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, another guy who I think came back too early. We talked about Benjamin has a torn meniscus. That's an injury that costs guys 4 to 5 weeks usually. Benjamin only sat out 3 weeks, tried to play yesterday in the snow, which I think makes the decision even more questionable. So another guy who I'd be surprised at this point if he is able to play in Week 15.
The best injury analysis in the business. He's Jared Smola, Sports Injury Predictor. Thanks for watching.